Here's a question for you. When you wake up, are you full of gratitude or do you wake up grumbling? Admittedly, I am less grumbly after my morning cup of coffee. Welcome to another Simple Faith video. Lately, I've been finding there is so much to grumble about, and so it's made me think more about gratitude. I find it is super easy to grumble, especially when I'm driving and, crazy drivers all around me. I'm always complaining about some driver. And I remember when my daughter was around maybe 4 or 5, she said to me innocently, "Are you the only one who knows how to drive, Mama?" And I'm like, yeah. Well, seriously, no, right? But why is it every time I get behind the wheel, it's like a whole different person? This past weekend, our pastor was talking about people who annoy you. And if you don't have people who annoy you, you could be the annoying person that annoys others. We all have annoying tendencies. And sometimes you'll find that those annoying people live in the same house. Sometimes when Dude and I are fighting, it's really, really hard to not think of all the negative things about him. In fact, that's all I think about. But a friend once told me that to get out of that, you kind of need to just start thinking about the things that you are thankful for about him. She said, this part's funny, sometimes you have to start with just thank you that he has breath. Start small and work up from there. I recently read a book called Pursue the Intentional Life by Jean Fleming, and in it she says, "A complainer at 40 will, with much practice, engrave the response in his or her bones by 70. Self-centeredness will intensify, bitterness, allowed to take root and grow over decades, engulfs and consumes in advanced age. Anyone living a frittering existence at 30 will, apart from serious course correction, end up frittering away an entire life. It is just as true that a person doesn't suddenly become a wise, kind, gracious, fruitful old person just by reaching, say, 70 years. Of course, it's not too late to grow and change, but more important, it's never too soon to begin." And it made me think about how, you see little grumpy old ladies. It's not like all of a sudden they became little grumpy old ladies. They were probably grumpy for most of their lives. And I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be one day waking up and realizing that I've become this little grumpy old lady. Well, it takes time to become the grumpy old lady. So I choose to have a thankful heart and hopefully choosing to live joyfully every single day so that I am a kind, gracious, thankful woman at 70. In the Bible, in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verses 16 to 19, it says, "Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. Do not quench the Spirit." A couple of years ago, we heard our pastor, who actually married us, say, "In everything you can give thanks or grumble and quench the Spirit." And so we really have a choice, right? We can either grumble and quench the Spirit that is supposed to be working in us and through us, and if we don't allow the Spirit to work in us, how is he supposed to do that if we're grumbling all the time? And practically speaking, I think being thankful helps to calm me down. It allows me to appreciate more and grumble about much less. Today, I am actually thankful for Dude. He always encourages me and supports me in what I love to do, which is great. I am thankful for my kids, and I'm thankful for good health and a warm place to live. I am also super thankful for you guys, because without you, commenting and watching my videos, this channel would not exist. So thank you. So I want to know what you're thankful for. Tag me in your Instagram stories or leave me a comment below. See you in the next video.